What's up, everybody? Look, Fred, Fan View, Real Fans Talk Sports. Y'all see my Who Dat shirt on. It's Who Dat versus everybody. But listen, subscribe to the Fan View Live page of you on YouTube. You've seen this video, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this here. This morning, we are talking Antonio Brown. AB. Is he about billions or what? Here's the thing with Antonio Brown, man. It's obviously he's in the media again. Talking about, I don't know if it's directly from his word, but it's just being reported that he could potentially not play it down for the Oakland Raiders if a helmet situation will get resolved. Basically, long story short, from what I've read, that Antonio Brown has worn a certain type of helmet throughout his career in Pittsburgh, but now there's NFL has some new rules and regulations to where the helmet that he wore for the past maybe decade or so, he's not able to wear. Antonio Brown. AB. One thing about a player who is recently traded from an organization because of being a distraction, gets traded to a new team, and before you play a game, you're a distraction. Players who have reached 30 plus years old, the one thing they can't afford at the NFL level is to be a distraction. They can't afford it no more. Odell Beckham gets away with it because he's still a player that's in his mid-20s. There are players when they're in their youthful time can afford to have distractions because the talent hasn't really reached the potential that we all haven't seen yet. So they've been extremely productive. They can have a distraction with them. Now, Antonio Brown has been overly productive for the past 5 seasons of his career to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But AB, you gotta let this helmet shit go. I'm sorry. Here's how this works. The Oakland Raiders, as bad as an organization as far as their record over the past decade, has been horrible. You have been traded there, and you're already one of their best players. Everyone in the organization understands that, but you haven't won a game for this team. This cannot be your issue. Now, if you had an injury that was still hammering you from getting back onto the football field, getting back to practice, people will understand. But a helmet don't stop your production. Everyone can't try to understand the rules of Antonio Brown or why Antonio Brown needs to play the game because I need to wear my old helmet. I need this, I need that, so I can play the game. No. This is not how this works. The truth of the matter is, if it don't work out in Oakland, particularly this upcoming, because I think you're going to play. I think at some point in time, this helmet thing is going to be this new helmet thing, and you're going to just have to deal with it. I think you have the resources to say you're not going to play the game no more. But if this is the reason you're not going to play the game, I'm here to tell you right now. If it does not work out in Oakland, there ain't an NFL team that's looking at you as a player and saying to themselves, I need that player in my organization. The plays and the distractions don't match up. He's a bigger distraction than he's going to make us plays. And I think you can have a lot of teams win. But you can't be the distraction. You're the distraction on a very good football team in a great organization. You're becoming a distraction on a bad football team in a bad organization. At some point in time, the 30 other teams that are taking notes on what's taking place in Oakland, in case it don't work. You know what they're saying? It didn't work there. Didn't work in Pittsburgh. If I'm a team with a young roster, I don't want him. If I'm a team with an older roster, like New England, for example, if he can't play his role, I don't want him. The NFL, as you become an older player, and you'll find out shortly, they find ways to retire you. They find ways not to need your services. Now, some players have a tendency to extend careers, Larry Fitzgerald being one of them. Found a way to extend his career. found a way to be a presence in the community in Arizona, be a presence in the locker room of young players. So that's helped extend his career. What Antonio Brown is not understanding that talent gets you in the NFL, but character keeps you. And that's in almost any job. Some people are really talented at what they do occupation-wise, but character keeps your job. Character will keep you a whole lot longer than the talent, because the talent goes away. Antonio Brown needs, whoever's advising, whoever's the agent is, and people who really care about Antonio Brown, gotta let Antonio Brown know that it's his character that's going to keep him in the National Football League. You are a talented football player. There's no doubt about it. There's been many more talented players. Randy Moss retired. Terrell Owens retired. There are talented guys that came in at receiver. The NFL retired them. They're going to retire you too. The NFL means not for long. And they're always making changes, whether it's to improve the game or to prevent a lawsuit. That's their job. You cannot be a distraction when it comes to an equipment issue. It's not the old helmet I have. I'm not going to be playing football if it's not the older helmet. Dude, no. And you may be right when it comes to the helmet issue. You may be dead on. But this cannot be your issue. You got to get over it, dude. Now, if you're injured, you're injured. If you're hurt, get to practice. At some point in time, you got to become a great teammate. You got to start thinking, Antonio Brown, at some point in time, if not this season, then it's never going to happen. Got to start thinking about right now you're in training camp. You got to start thinking about the other 89 other guys who are putting in work. When the season starts, it's going to be down to the 53 guys. You got to start thinking about every one of those guys. And every one of those guys got a job to do. Just like you do. It's okay when you are 25, 26 years old. It's about AB. It's about Antonio Brown. It's about the plays I need to make, how I need to make them. We get it. You're not a 25-year-old player no more. You're an older player. At some point in time, you have to evolve character-wise in the locker room for the organization to start thinking about everybody else. You got to start thinking about, I'm doing this not just for myself, but I'm doing it for these teammates. And I'm not saying you're a bad teammate, but right now I'm saying that if this is your problem, you're the distraction in the team. You haven't played it down yet. You can't be this distraction. I mean, yeah, they're paying you $16 million this year. So you feel like with that kind of compensation, you're one of the highest paid receivers in the game? Yeah. Everybody's going to try to, let me put my stamp on what's going on here. But it's a distraction, AB. And it's your character that's going to keep you around longer than what you should be around. Larry Fitzgerald is around the NFL because his character is right. And there's a lot of guys around the NFL that are living examples. Their careers extended because of their character, not because of their talent. At some point in time, you're not going to be a top 5 best receivers in this game. You're not even going to be top 10. And that won't have nothing to do with your talent. That has everything to do with the fact that this league is breeding young 20, 21-year-olds who've been watching football for the past decade or so to say, man, I want my opportunity to play at that level. It happened for you. It happened for everybody that came before you. It's going to happen for every other guy who comes after you. That's the cycle. So long story short, man, get the damn helmet shit fixed, man, and get your dumb ass on the field.